Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are two of the most recognizable figures in American politics. Trump, the 45th president, is known for his business background and unconventional style. Harris, the current vice president, has built a career as a prosecutor and senator. Both have been at the center of intense national debates. This essay examines their potential as presidents. We'll look at their strengths, weaknesses, and policy positions. The goal is to provide a balanced view of these complex figures. This is not about picking sides. It's about understanding the choices facing American voters. Ultimately, the best president is a matter of individual values and priorities. Donald Trump's supporters often point to his business acumen. They credit him with a strong economy pre-pandemic. His tax cuts were popular with many, particularly businesses. Trump also appealed to voters who felt ignored by the political establishment. He promised to drain the swamp in Washington, D.C. His supporters admired his direct communication style, even when it was controversial. However, Trump's critics argue that his policies benefited the wealthy at the expense of the working class. They point to his tariffs as harmful to American businesses and consumers. His rhetoric often divided Americans along racial and cultural lines. Trump's presidency was also marked by chaos and controversy. His administration saw numerous scandals and investigations. Critics argue that he eroded democratic norms and institutions. Kamala Harris is the first female, Black, and Asian American vice president. Her supporters see her as a symbol of progress and diversity. They admire her experience as a prosecutor and senator. Harris is seen as a tough but fair leader. She is known for her sharp intellect and her ability to connect with people. Supporters believe she would bring a more collaborative and less divisive approach to the presidency. However, Harris's critics question her record as a prosecutor. They argue that she was too tough on crime and did not do enough to address racial disparities in the criminal justice system. Some also view her as too moderate on issues like healthcare and climate change. Harris has faced criticism for her handling of certain issues as vice president. Her role in addressing the border crisis has been particularly scrutinized. Section 4. Policy Wins and Misses, a comparative look. Donald Trump's signature policy achievement was the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017. The law reduced taxes for businesses and individuals. It remains a point of contention, with some arguing it boosted the economy and others claiming it primarily benefited the wealthy. Trump also appointed 3 conservative justices to the Supreme Court. This shifted the balance of the court for a generation. This move was praised by conservatives and criticized by liberals. Kamala Harris has been a vocal advocate for criminal justice reform. She has supported policies aimed at reducing mass incarceration and addressing racial disparities. As a senator, she co-sponsored the Green New Deal, demonstrating her commitment to addressing climate change. However, Harris has faced criticism for her record on criminal justice reform during her time as a prosecutor. Her stance on issues like healthcare and climate change are seen by some as too moderate. Section 5. The abortion question: Trump and Harris. Abortion remains one of the most divisive issues in American politics. Donald Trump campaigned on a promise to appoint conservative judges who would overturn Roe v. Wade. He largely delivered on this promise, and the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in 2022. Kamala Harris is a staunch defender of abortion rights. She has vowed to codify Roe v. Wade into federal law. Harris sees access to abortion as essential to women's health care and reproductive freedom. The issue of abortion highlights the stark differences between Trump and Harris. Their positions reflect the deep divisions within American society on this issue. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.